Subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on this bell icon to get all the latest videos.
Hello everyone, and now I'm going to discuss you about complete detail about how the demand and how the demand works and what it is, and all the explanation and the factors of demand. You will understand everything what I say about it. Okay, so let's get started. First, we need to understand what is demand. Demand is a very common term, as we know, because we want to buy many things and we need many things in our life: clothes, food, and all those technological things we need, and those needs are our demand, and we demand those kind of products from the producer, and we are the consumer. The people who take the product from the producer are the consumer, and the people who build this particular product or foods or any kinds of technological things are the producers. They produce so there is a relation in producer and consumer. So you need to understand this really perfectly. So if we go to the definition of it, so demand says it is the quantities of goods that consumers are willing and able to buy at different prices. Consumers is us who buys foods and things that we need, and we are willing to buy this particular product at a certain price. Okay, so if we go to the law of demand, we know that there is an inverse relationship between the price and demand. So let's see what the picture says. So as you know that when the price level of the product goes up, we tend to buy it less because the demand goes down. There is an inverse relationship between them. If the price level is down, you will gonna buy more of the product, of that particular product that you want to buy. So there is an inverse relationship between them. So as you can see, there is a curve for the demand curve. As you can see, the price of coffee, if it is the price in P2, then we have the Q2 is the quantity. So if we reduce the price from P2 to P1, as you can see, the quantity increased from Q2 to Q1. Now we can buy more because the price level decreased. So this is the inverse relationship between them. As you can see in the curve, it is inversely related to price and quantity demanded. So if you go to the further from P1 to P3 and there is another decrease in the price, we can see the quantity demand jump from Q1 to Q3. Means we can buy more now because it is cheaper. So this is the complete relationship of the price versus the demand. I hope you can understand it properly. So now let's talk about the factors of demand. There are some factors of demand that can change the curve of the demand and can shift the curve to the left side, right side, etc. Now let's understand in detail. We have income effect. This is one of the particular factors of our demand that changes the demand curve. The higher your income goes, the more you will demand, because your income level is increasing and your demand will be increasing at the same level, and you will tend to buy more product if your income is higher. It actually means that, as you can see. So there is a direct relationship between income increase and the demand. Now let's talk about the second factor, which is number of consumers. Suppose in a place there is a huge amount of consumer, and all those consumer will buy more because the demand will be increased, because there is a lot of people and there is lot of need to supply on this product, and we need a lot of demand increase in this particular consumer rate. If there is less consumer, we have less demand. If we have high consumer, we have high demand. So this is very important. As you can see in the marketplace, when there is a little amount of people in the market, the demand is not that much of high. But when there is a huge amount of people going to the market to buy particular things, there is a huge demand in this particular product that they are buying. So another factor is the market size. The bigger the market, the demand will be more, because more people can go there to buy products and there will be more need and more demand. So this is really simple and easy things to understand the difference and the relationship between the market size and the demand. As you can see in the curve, when the market size is at D1, it is the particular demand. When the market size increases, it goes from D1 to D2. So increase the number of buyers, increase the demand, and it shifts the curve from left side to the right side. It can go to the left side as well. If the market size goes down or smaller, it becomes and it will go from D1 to D3. It means it will decrease the number of buyers in the decreased demand. So now let's understand the most important factor of demand is the future expectation. Suppose you want to buy any particular product, okay, and you may guess that in after 2 days or 3 days the price will be increased so much of that particular product. So you will buy tomorrow. You will not buy after 4 days, because after 4 days the price will be increased of that particular product. So you will feel bad after that because price will be increased. So at this moment temporarily you will buy more of this particular product. So at this time temporarily the demand increased so much. So here it says the future expectation is temporarily increased demand. Okay, always remember that it will temporarily increase the demand. If you can guess price may increase in future, you will buy more. It's as simple as that. As you can understand, the demand curve shifts from D1 to D2 if that kind of future expectation happen, and we need to consider that the price will be constant from A to B. Okay, so there is no change in the price. So let's come to the next point, which is price change of substitute. Substitute product is that suppose Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Okay, there is two product. So if the Coca-Cola's price increased, so people will buy less. People will buy Pepsi more. Okay, so that particular graph of Pepsi will be increased from D to D prime, as you can see in the right graph. And the price of the Coca-Cola is increased, so its demand will be decreased. So there is a substitute difference and demand. One product goes up in price, its demand will go down, and if another product's price goes less or the price down, its demand will be increased. As you can see, the Pepsi's demand is more because its price is less compared to the Coca-Cola, which are substitute product. Okay, they are substitute. So this is, you need to understand very importantly, this is a very important topic also. So the next part is change in preferences. Changes preference, personal preference can shift your demand curve. Okay, so let's understand it. Suppose you like a vanilla type of ice cream, or you may like chocolate ice cream. Suppose if you like chocolate type of ice cream, this kind of particular chocolate flavor, then you will gonna buy those particular flavor ice cream more compared to other flavor. You will not buy then the vanilla mango flavor, you will not buy that. If you like the chocolate flavor, you will only buy chocolate flavor, and the particular chocolate flavor ice cream demand will be increased. It is such an example. In real life we have all of this particular example you can understand, and if you search it, you will find a lot of about it. The particular product which you like more, you will buy that kind of particular product, and the demand of that particular product will be increased. Now let's understand what the movement is demand. So you already know the factors of demand, which can shift the curve of the demand from the left side to the right side. But there is also a movement in demand. So if you go to more detail, let's understand the movement. Movement occurs when price changes. As I said earlier, when the price changes and varies from one point to another point, the demand curve changes point 2. As you can see in this particular graph, when the price is P2, the quantity is Q2 at point C. But when the price reduced to point P, from P2 to P, then the demand increased from C to A point. Okay, when the price decreased another time P to P1, then we can buy more. So Q1 is our quantity demanded. So at that particular point we have B. So from C point to A point to B point, we decreased the price and increased the demand. Okay, so all those price difference can change the movement of the demand curve, but it will not shift. It will not go to the right side or left side. It will change the point and move the point from C to A to B, or B to A to C, etc. So let's understand movement versus shift. As I said earlier, there is a difference in movement and shift, big difference. You need to understand it properly, that in movement only the price changes, but the demand curve don't shift to left side or right side. Okay, it remains the same, but the particular point of price and particular demand point and price point difference. So it goes from A point to B point to C point, etc. In the left side picture you can see that kind of particular thing happen. But in the right side our price is constant. You need to understand that in shift the price is always constant. Okay, but all those factors, future expectation, consumers, market size, income level, all those changes. So if those particular factor changes, the demand curve changes from the left side to right side or left side to right side. All those etc. are changing. So you need to understand that properly, but the price will be constant. So as you can see, this is a really simple and easy idea. So this is all the basic thing you need to know about demand curve and demand and all of those things. So this is all the things I have for demand explained video. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like it, so subscribe to my channel and share it, like it. So thanks for watching, guys, and peace out. I will catch up with the next video.